Gottfried and the Chessboard Knight. The last day of the tourney had come, and it was now clear Gottfried would tilt against the mysterious Chessboard Knight in the joust. Gottfried was the ducal champion at the time, so all were counting on his victory. No one knew a thing about the Chessboard Knight except that he had come from the south in a dark armor and had a shield bearing 64 black and white squares. When the herald trumpeted the signal, the knights charged at each other. Gottfried's lance shattered against the Chessboard Knight's shield, and the mysterious knight swayed in his saddle. No mere mortal could have survived such a blow, yet the Chessboard Knight did not fall from his horse, but instead struck a blow of his own on the next pass, knocking Gottfried to the ground. The victor approached his defeated foe, stuck out his hand and helped him stand, but before the herald could announce his victory, he took off his helm, and all beheld his eyes of coal and face of burnt cinders. I have come from a time long past to remind you of humility, which is a long-forgotten virtue. My name was consumed by dragonfire when I perished, victim of my own pride. After saying these words, the Chessboard Knight rode off. No one stopped him, yet they repeat his warning to this day. Ooh, spooky. The summons, the appeal, the notice board.
A well-composed pate, I must admit.
Toll collector? I think we should stay away from that guy. Got a nice little inn here. That woman staring at us. Wonder who that was.
What's in the works today? Swilling wine, rolling in the hay?
What a brute!
Can you stand somewhere else, please? You're blocking the way.
He's no hero. That's the Butcher of Blaviken.
Hey, you're in the know. Crayfish chowder recipe. Deshell the crayfish, then remove the heads, pincers, and tails. Grind these in a mortar. In a saucepan, fry onion and garlic with a sprig of thyme in butter until transparent. Add the crayfish flesh and fry. Pour in a good vintage muscadet and then add bouillon. Blend the contents of the saucepan thoroughly, transfer to a stew pot. Add dill and simmer. Once done, thicken the soup with a half quart of cream and a tablespoon of butter. Add wild herbs to taste and don't spare the dill. Even a whole bunch will not be too much. Can I not?
What's in the works today? Swilling wine, rolling in the hay? Normally I'd encourage you to try our famed fisherman's chowder. But alas, we are all out of crayfish.
Could replace them with something else. Perch, for example.
Replace crayfish with fish? I beg you. What next? Vinegar for wine? Parsley for thyme? Huh? Your Nordlings are a pleasant lot, but about cuisine you know nothing.
Yeah, gotta agree with the guy there. You just came in here and suggested they change their signature dish. What the heck?
Got any gossip? Fishermen talking about anything interesting?
Yes, about a Nordling who would replace crayfish with pike.
Asked a serious question.
And a tactless one. I do not eavesdrop on my clients, and I certainly don't repeat anything I chance to hear.
Yeah, I don't think this guy likes me very much.
Show me what you got in stock.
Gwent cards. Ericus. Sweers. The heck is a sweer? Aetolian auxiliary archers. Putkammer? Mandrake cordial, 6. Cherry cordial, 4. Cool. Village, what? Why is it labeled village drink? Why did the mod do that? Okay, cool. They got cheeses, they got pies and tarts. Wow, fancy. We'll come back for Gwent another time.
Thanks. So long.
Let's walk around a little bit first.
What's in the works today?
Foot wrappings,
Swilling
mate.
wine, rolling in the hay?
Glamour.
Never thought I'd live to see times like these.
Cockatrice Inn.
The famed Geralt of Rivia.
Hey, people here are well educated. They all know me. Crane Isle closed to unauthorized visitors. Following Captain de la Tour's recommendation, The prison upon Crane Isle and its vicinity are hereby declared a no-entry zone. Any trespassing upon this terrain or activities deemed distracting to the prison's guards are strictly prohibited. Only the families of inmates are allowed to visit, and even then, only upon presentation of a permit issued by the Ducal Chancellery. Minister of Justice Victor Tremblay. There's a prison. Wanted, the White Wolf. The Witcher Geralt of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, is wanted to serve as a guide. His potential employer guarantees an ample wage for this unusual contract. For more information, he should go to Count Belladal's temporary base camp in Toussaint. Note, we kindly request all other persons not present themselves at said camp under the pretense of being Geralt of Rivia. Count Belladal was not born yesterday, and can easily tell who is a Witcher and who is faking it. All these journeying to his camp in shabby costumes with wooden swords strapped to their backs can save themselves the trouble and turn back. Would be funny if we saw one of those guys walking around, huh? Notice from the Ducal Camerlengo, calling all knights errant and other strong men. The duchy needs you, your aid is required. Bounteous rewards are in the offing. More details available at the Ducal Camerlengo's offices on Knights Dormant Square. Announcement from the Office of Internal Revenue of the Duchy of Toussaint. The Office of Internal Revenue hereby announces a limited live auction to be held regarding the sale of a piece of developed real estate and accompanying agricultural land located in the Coroberta Woods region. Having been left to the ducal treasury by the late Count Crespi, who departed this world without any heirs, due to the unique nature of the Bellegarde estate and its important role in the production of wine bringing great fame to the duchy in all corners of the world, only subjects of the Duchy of Toussaint shall be allowed to participate in the auction. Oh, so I can't go. To all knights errant and other such men of arms, be it known far and wide that the services of voluntary keepers of peace shall be needed. Minor problems are expected to arise during the transfer of the above-mentioned real estate, and said problems, for their dissolution, could require the application of direct physical force. All volunteers are asked to report to the field office of the Procurator General of Toussaint near Plegman's Bridge, that is to say, to the place where the auction shall be held. The Great Beauclair Gwent Tournament! Oh my god. It is Count Monier's supreme delight to announce a Gwent tournament of his organization. Those wishing to take part should register at the Pheasantry. Please note, this tournament features a new faction, developed by Count Monier himself. Let the games begin. Oh wow, new faction? Who? To a Witcher or Witchers, the Beauclair Coopers Guild is seeking an individual or individuals willing to escort a merchant convoy through an area threatened by the Great White Terror. More information can be obtained from Gaston Legaf at the merchant's camp in the forests to the north of Coronata Vineyard. Malgrim Polane, Undersecretary for Threats and Risk Management, Beauclair Coopers Guild.
Ducal clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
This place seems very
How is it
advanced.
the Duchessa does not fear him as well?
People seem very culturally advanced. This place is thriving. Oh, we got a lot of quests from that. Can we walk around the area a little bit? Knight for hire. Oh, what's this? Mutual of Beauclair's Wild Kingdom. Wanted! Murderers, Vandagilders, Antoine Starling Stragon, Loth, alias Halfbreed, Filbert Fourfingers von Witten. Alright. Gwent Tournament. My goodness. Hello, kitty. It's not hissing at me. Kind of?
Hey!
Huh.
They say Her Grace has called in someone to tend to the beast. A killer from the north, they say.
What? We've no lads brave enough?
Of course we have, but bravery's not enough against the beast. It wields dark powers. That calls for a witcher. Or a mage.
That's where we come in. Ooh. Old pamphlet. Dear Beauclairois, wake up! You are being diddled in the derriere by a ruling elite which plays you like fiddles. In broad daylight, they have conspired to deprive you of the rightful heir to your throne. It is the Duke's eldest daughter who shall take power after his death. Yet, he has fed you far-fetched tales about some curse enforced on you, his younger brother. Do not stand idle, do not tarry, revolt. All those who will not allow such treatment of themselves and their fellow subjects, let them be at the ready. The rightful heiress to the throne might return at any moment, and then she shall need our support. A concerned subject. Wait, so the Duke is a... Wait. Oh, forced upon you his younger daughter, Anna Henrietta? Okay. Well, if you're gonna be ruling, some people are gonna like you, some people don't. Seems like if you don't quench it, though, there's gonna be a real conspiracy going on. Oh, we got some question marks already. Wonderful. Quest-wise, if we look at the levels, holy crap, 46. Okay, yeah, regardless of levels, I think we should follow the main quest for a little bit, just to get acquainted with the area here. So let's go to Corvo Bianco then. To find the body of the guy that was picked up at the river. Roach. Oh, I feel like we should get you some more decorations.
That's it, Roach.
Everyone's so fancy and decorative here. I feel plain. Sorry, kitties. Sorry, doggies. Sorry. Look, a lot of people here have horses. I feel like that's a sign that people here are pretty well off. Or maybe it's just the specific region we're in right now.
Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry.
Already? What?
Damn it. Killer must still be here.
What? In broad daylight?
Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like. Except for long fangs. Killed with a single blow.
He's dead too.
Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara though, or a Fletter. Bruxa, gotta be.
Oh my god. No. No. My favorites. What do they look like here? Is a Bruxa a higher order vampire though? I don't think so. Ew. Scurvers. Ew. This doesn't... Oh god. Thought it was just a pile of rotten meat till it started to move. Scurvers are Rotfiend's larger cousins. The bodies of these hideous, vaguely humanoid creatures are covered with rotten scraps of flesh, under which lurk even more rotten muscles stretched around a strong, flexible skeleton. Scurvers, which feed on old, rotting corpses, prefer to make their hunting grounds in abandoned torture sites, forgotten graveyards, and old battlefields. They are very aggressive, and though they feed on corpses, if they come across a living person, they are likely to attack. Thus, when wandering near any of the above-mentioned places, one must be especially cautious. Scurvers usually feed underground, but sometimes, when they catch the scent of a human, they crawl to the surface in a matter of seconds and attack their potential prey. While fighting them, one cannot afford to forget about their special bony spines, razor-sharp protuberances sticking up from their skeletons. When a scurver is near death, the gases and enzymes gathered within its body cause it to explode, flinging these spines out at great speed, turning them into one last deadly weapon in their arsenal. To protect oneself against damage from these spines, one should make prodigious use of the Quen sign. Bruxa... We're looking for a Bruxa today. Oh, okay. No, the one that I hated was the Alp, right? Or maybe they just changed the design of it. It's not that scary anymore. If you must travel through the woods, steer clear of any places where you can hear several different kinds of birds at once. That sound means you're entering a Bruxa's territory and can kiss your life farewell. Fortunately for us all, Bruxa are rare creatures, for they care greatly for their own safety and make their lairs in places where they cannot be taken by surprise. Those who decide to live near men avoid crowds and emerge from their shelters only at night. When they do, one could almost mistake them for delayed travelers, hurrying towards their night's lodging, yet subtle details give them away. Their close ties to birds, their piercing voices and breathtaking speed of their movements, Bruxa are far swifter and stronger than men, but their greatest asset is their ability to turn invisible. Bruxa dart about with uncanny speed, and with their power of invisibility, they can easily confuse opponents and attack unexpectedly or from behind. Thus, when fighting these vampires, the Moondust Bomb is a great aid. While it cannot eliminate the vampire's invisibility altogether, it can make it easier to track its motions. A generous smearing of vampire oil is also effective. Bruxa use their sharp claws to attack and can easily break through an opponent's guard by buffeting him with a hail of blows from all directions. They will try to bite their prey and drink its blood once it is weakened, so every witcher who expects to encounter such a monster should swallow a black blood potion beforehand. Bruxa are also known for their sonic attacks, which knock down and stun their prey. Okay, black blood, moondust.
Black blood and moon dust could be lifesavers.
Yeah. Black blood. Let's just get ready here. Maybe I'll put it here for now. Moondust. Yep. Should I do it now? Like, are we thinking that we'll be able to find and kill it today, or has it left already?
Woman from the inn was wearing this coat.
Oh! The Bruxa is the innkeeper's daughter? Really?
In the cellar, gotta be. Claw wounds from 5 separate claws, spread of a small human hand. River Muck carried the body in his cart.
In broad daylight? Really? Well, better safe than sorry. Vampire oil? Black blood. Oh, I guess black blood doesn't show up here. I have to use it here. If it's the cellar, we'll need a cat potion too.
Footprints. Small bare feet lead deeper into the cellar.
I guess we should follow it for now.
Hurled against the wall with great force.
If it's intelligent, why would it do such a thing? They're putting such a big target on their own back right now.
Used this to batter down the grate. Took a lot of strength to batter this down. You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
That ring.
We don't have to fight.
You are wrong. I cannot let you leave.
Whoa! Whoa, you're fast! Extremely.
Die.
Maybe we'll have to rely on counterattacks. Wait, it doesn't even appear. I see you. But I mean, you don't even come out of your invisibility, unless if I force you. feels like, well, she's definitely intelligent. Oh, why didn't I do Tawny Owl? Oh god. I gotta really pay attention to see where she is. Oh, Moondust, what am I doing? Yeah, now she can't be invisible. The moon dust is dripping off of her. Oh. Whoa.
Killed all these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
Wow. She was looking at that hand that had a ring on it. Why has this guy been... Oh, this is the guy who died at the river? The LC?
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins.
In the mouth?
Guardian FLORENS, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast.
Oh! Wait, are we saying that the Bruxa is not the one who did this? The Bruxa just came here to see this.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
We're just gonna keep a hand on us. It had really long claws.
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
It doesn't seem like it's a robbery if the guy's money was still here, but the location's kind of weird. In the guy's throat? He probably wouldn't swallow it himself, so it seems like it's been placed there by the murderer, who is not the Bruxa. That's the weird part. She was definitely like gazing at that hand though, so maybe she knows the person who the hand belongs to. Another vampire? Oh god, it's bright. Everybody died here. Constructed on elven ruins, Corvo Bianco, known as Gwyn Serban in the Elder Speech, is one of the oldest vineyards in the duchy and the producer of a startlingly unique wine, Sappermento. Sadly, the rakish lifestyle of one of its owners, the last member of the Boleus line, drove the possession into ruin. The next owner, Baron Rossel, tried to return the vineyard to its former glory, but to no avail. Corvo Bianco was then auctioned off and eventually passed under the control of the ducal treasury. Now we gotta go find Palmerin so that we can go see the Duchess. Oh, right over there. Okay. Alright, well this is going backwards a little bit, but since we're on Roach, we should be fine. Gonna try to get a head start on clearing these question marks as they come in. We should probably tell somebody about the murders here though. That's a lot of dead bodies. It's so peaceful here. I mean, aside from the dead bodies and all.
Roach.
Roach, I know you can walk this. Please, buddy. I knew you could have done that. Will there be monsters here? This place is... I mean, it seems pretty well off, and they have knights and stuff, so maybe they don't have that many monsters running around free. But apparently I'm wrong, and oh my god! No! You guys again! Oh! I hated you in The Witcher 1! I hate you! How do we kill it? How do we kill- Oh my god. We're on the brink of death right now. Ow! The golden Oreo's really helping though, so that's nice. Here we go. Oh, I missed. No, it's fine. There's so many spots that I can go to. It's teleporting between all these places. One more? No, we're good here. Oh. I don't like them. I don't like these guys at all.
Archaspores will sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good.
Oh, I remember there were so many of these in The Witcher 1 in that swampy area. With the people who believe in the... what do you call them again? The Valdianoi? A guardsman died here. Blue armor dye. Letter to father. Dearest father, it's done. I've been knighted. Your efforts have not gone in vain. I fulfilled our shared dream. Can you believe it? Your only son, a knight. Thank you for all those years of hard work and sacrifice. I know you refused yourself much to be able to afford to buy me a horse and armor. I knew you worked very hard to allow me to live in Beauclair. That is why I dedicate my first quest to you, father. I shall exterminate some parasites prowling our main roads. Slaying a dragon it is not, but I am excited all the same. Your loving son. Yeah, I'm not gonna try pronouncing that. Is that even pronounced Michael in French? Like Mikhail or something? I don't know. Poor guy. Poor kid. These guys seem really dangerous though. Like, I didn't even like killing them, and I'm a witcher. Oh, thank God they're all gone now. Archaspores. Looks like a flower to me. A hideous, disgusting flower. Archaspores look like gigantic, aesthetically unpleasing flowers, with some of the traits of exceptionally cruel and bloodthirsty sundews. They are, however, far more dangerous than even the most colossal sundew. Their peculiar appearance makes them practically impossible to discern amidst other plants. By the time one draws close enough to realize what they are, it is often too late to flee. According to popular belief, archaspores are cursed plants, grown in soil fertilized by the blood of the dying. They are most often found in places which in the past saw pogroms, bloody rituals or cruel murders. 4 types of Archispore have been catalogued to date, differing from one another in terms of coloring. Brown, the least dangerous, green and purple, the most dangerous. The final variant, said to have been cultivated by mages from Banard, is the yellow Archispore, whose strength is similar to that of its green-colored cousins. So what would this one be? Green and purple? Doesn't quite look brown to me. Okay. Well, our little detour is over, I suppose. We should get back to seeing Palmerin and the Duchess. I wonder if the Duchess is gonna be happy to see me, though. Like, sure, yeah, she's the one who asked me to come because she wants me to eliminate a beast for her, but at the end of the day, I am Dandelion's best friend, and I don't think she wants to see anything associated with him right now. So, Can I get there but just by following these main roads, or... Oh, that's her castle, isn't it? Right there? But we can't go there by ourselves. We gotta, like, get taken there. Sandsritor Valley? Oh my god. Whoa, this seems really fancy.
Slow now, whoa.
We have some kind of... a performance stage?
Hey!
Hi! So noisy. What's going on there? Yeah, just looking around, people in Toussaint are definitely thriving. They're prosperous. It's a nice change of pace, because I don't really want to look at the slum streets of Novigrad or the swamps in Velen anymore.
Good man! I need a fresh set of shoes for my mount. Promptly.
At your service, sir. The racing model is one I recommend. Light, durable, and a mere 50 crowns a piece.
I shall pay you double provided they are ready today.
Yes, of course. Obviously.
Racing? Dueling?
How might I aid you?
Hey, you have a name.
A courageous heart overcomes all hindrance.
Salutations!
Hello? Can I talk to the blacksmith?
Ah, a professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
What have you got there?
The master armor they talked about in the beginning? Oh my god, this is better than what I have right now. In terms of raw armor value, but of course we're just gonna sell this. Dang, my armor has been sitting there at like, what, since level 34, so we really want to get to an upgrade soon, but we don't have any crafting diagrams right now. That's what we're looking for. We do have the Viper set, but we're not even level 39 yet, so at the moment, there is really not too much we can do. Soon though, soon. Blue armor dye, oh, what do I do with this? I don't feel like I really want to dye my armor blue though, right? That doesn't seem like a very natural color for armor. Or maybe, I don't know. I just haven't seen it yet. Maybe I need to be a bit more open-minded about the colors.
Like you to craft something for me, would you?
Out of curiosity, you are a journeyman. Okay, not a master, so maybe you're not all that useful for me, but at the very minimum, you can repair my stuff. Thank you. Gwent, I will let you stay here for a little bit first.
So long.
The new faction for Gwent. I wonder what it is. We gotta look into that sometime too.
Music to a smithy
I shall not grant you
I tell you, no man knows the day or the hour. The merchant, the one so giddy the Hanse let him go, he drank himself stupid, fell in the lake, and drowned.
Yes, of course, obviously.
Well, Palmerin's right here.
I'm my own master with a bottle so horrid.
It's no disaster, it's like a front.
Then what?
Halt! The millstone at the necks.
Oh my!
But virtue always trumps villainy. I'm his friends at his side.
His magic
Guillaume,
coffee
best
drink
in
no
Goliath.
more
It's
alcohol.
restored.
Not even a glass of wine with him. Just water.
Oh. What version of the events are you telling here?
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerine, what about the story of Riddick and the dragon?
They're tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Look at the kids. Even though they seem kind of peasant-y, they're all very clean. It's not like Novigrad or Velen at all.
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
There's a crying lady.
Lead the way.
Everyone's happy here, but there's one lady crying at the gate. Is she alright?
Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Oh.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar? With only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the one who has to go face it. Whole thing's dangerous versus shouldn't torture it like that. So shouldn't torture it like that is more about the beast, but whole thing's dangerous is more about the beast's opponent, I guess? Well, I mean, whole thing's dangerous implies both sides, everything, right?
This is dangerous. Bells on its tail aren't enough.
I saw a spectacle of this sort at the arena in Nulnworth. There, a knight defeated a Shaelmar with bells on its tail.
Might have gotten lucky. Shaelmar might have been lame. Who knows? Only a witcher has a real chance against a healthy Shaelmar. And that's not even every witcher. Besides which, releasing a monster that dangerous in front of a crowd? Plain irresponsible. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's captor a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Well, I wish him luck.
Let's go.
Is this to the death, or... I hope not. Both for the beast and the guy.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
Is that Anna Henrietta right next to her?
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Oh, this is gonna go poorly. I just know it. Better get my Quinn ready.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Whoa.
Damn it. We have to help him.
For honor! Onward!
Gotta keep it down.
What else would be good here? I'm not sure what kind of oil. Maybe beast?
Tell where we are when it hears us.
Alas, for lightning, the beast heaved its foul girth, let loose a roar, and knocked him to earth. Then down came the Witcher in one mighty bound to give fight to the beast, its plans confound.
Geralt said something about sound just now. It can't see. It can only hear where we are. Sam, I'm sure. Holy God! Oh! Homerin! Stay alive, alright?
Honor! Wine and country!
It's very fast and rolly. I'm not sure how to best stop him right now. Maybe I need other bombs. Northern wind, would that help? Oh, I missed. I'm hardly getting him though. Look, his health isn't going down at all. And I missed both my bombs. What the heck? Homerin is dying. I think I gotta get him from the front. And we gotta get him away from Homerin too, because he is freaking dying.
The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the Witcher shall triumph against all odds. Out,
Ooh.
brief flame. And thus the Witcher's life was snuffed. All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust.
I'm not dead
Bring
yet.
out the ocean and set fire to the wood. For nothing in this struggle can come to any good.
Homerin, do you want to get away from it? I don't really want you to die.
Woe to us all if the monster's the victor. Then
Okay.
naught shall have come of valor and vigor.
I think we need to put in a little bit of work here, especially since I didn't meditate before coming in, so I got no potions to help me out. Oh my god. Okay, for potions, Dragon's Dream maybe? I don't know.
The Witcher waited till the time was true, then 12 danced and spun, struck the monster right through. Our hero struck deep by the Shellmar's red claws, so the Witcher shall perish in cavernous maws. Like a bow who leaves after love's first spurt, so the Witcher wooed the Shellmar and its foul heart.
Homerin, please.
Dodge, dive, flee, faint, its racer strikes belly, Shellmar's cries ring aloud, blood transforms into jelly.
Both of us are dying. We just gotta blast. Oh, thank you, Undying. But Homerin doesn't have that, so we gotta really make this quick. Just a little bit more. Woo! Oh my god. My biggest worry here was Homerin dying.
The Shellmar lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
I stole Guillaume's fire again.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
I'm not really here for your entertainment.
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful!
Oh, thank you.
See to the beast.
I was fully expecting everybody to shun me here. Maybe that shows the level of education and civility of people in Toussaint too. They don't start booing just because I didn't kill a beast.
Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt, we must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Whereas people in Skellige gave me the impression very quickly that they value things like honor and maybe duty. Toussaint right now, it's giving me the impression that people like to live extravagantly, lavishly, and they want a spectacle. It's a pretty surface level thing though, so I think we need to see a little bit more.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him. Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
No, of course not.
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
She still likes him.
Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace, Witcher.
Greetings.
I like his twirly mustache.
Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I didn't insinuate anything! You're on the defensive already.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something, need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir Delatour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here.
I can tell.
I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Money is fine.
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But, Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information.
I appreciate the gesture, but you basically... you gifted me a cemetery. You gifted me a place where I just saw like 20 corpses. Thank you?
How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feast-goers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Again, that's a sign showing that the beast is intelligent, but he died from claws. So this is an intelligent... It's like the silhouette that we saw in the bestiary. Maybe a humanoid person, but with claws. Humanoid person.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, A knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
Both older knights. Well, by making the victim look like a fool, the killer is making us look like fools too, because we can't solve this. So not necessarily because the victims made personal enemies.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean everybody upholds everything like that, right? Again, Toussaint values a lot of like surface level things, looking good to other people. Don't really know what's happening underneath though.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Uh-oh.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure.
So someone who's been around for a while then, knows about the old knights and knows about this team thing.
Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it, not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
Wow, Duchess taking things in their own hands.
Your Grace!
Oh! Damn!
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward!
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Poor guy, lost his horse. Was Anna Henrietta always like that? Wow. Spunky.